All right. Good morning, guys. Sorry for the delay this morning. I got a little bit of a late start. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the risk disclosure here. Everybody know. Let everybody know that I'm not here in any sort of advisory capacity. Okay. Um, okay. So basically, I'm here. My information should be treated as general information only. None of the information uh, provided is intended as investment advice. An offer to solicit, to buy, sell, recommend, endorse, sponsor any security, company, instrument, or fund. Okay. We all understand that future trading does contain a fair amount of risk. Is not for every investor. An investor could potentially lose all or more of their investment capital. Only risk capital money that can be otherwise lost without jeopardizing one's financial security should be used for trading. And again, nothing contained herein is a solicitation to buy, sell futures, options, or forex. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Good morning, Salo. Good morning, Paulo. All right. So now that I got the risk disclosure out of the way, guys, I'm going to go ahead and open up the news portal here. The news portal of choice that I use is Financial News. Okay. So you can see here that we are I guess not much on the news side today. We have Fed Speaker Walker Waller, I should say, speaking here at was that 9:15 Eastern, and then we have some meeting minutes, but that will be well beyond the impact here. So light, I would say, very light in the way of news today. Obviously, we're always reviewing the daily 10 a.m. Eastern option expiration. Okay, that's obviously on our list. But yeah, beyond that, there isn't anything of importance, at least as far as scheduled. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and move into the markets. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with our market that's already open here. So let me go ahead and share that. Um, okay, so we should have the gold market here displayed on the screen. All right, should be quite visible now. So we're going to go ahead and we'll just go ahead and look at the daily chart here. All right, and I'm going to turn this off here. I'm going to turn off most of our indicators here for now. Okay. And basically, what we need to ask ourselves is, what is the market trying to accomplish? Well, if we focus just on the more recent candles, if we just focus on the more recent candles, we can see that we are making higher highs, higher lows. Okay. Higher highs. And we'll see if we make a new low here. Okay. Or higher low. Okay. Right now we're in the middle of the range that we established on Friday. Okay. And we've already exceeded some supply areas. Okay. So we're above supply. So this area right here, let's say 2522.7 would seem like a nice logical area for price to reverse away from. Okay. What was resistance will become support. Okay. So that's an area to maybe make a note of 2522.70. All right. And let's see if there's anything above us. Well, we don't have anything above us. So we are in kind of uncharted territory. So again, we need to look at some of these swings, and again, this is where we get some of these magic numbers that's often people refer to, and that's using some of the Fibonacci swing measurements. Okay, so I'm going to do a swing measurement here of this most recent swing, okay, and see where price can reasonably get to. And right now, I get a forecast of 25.71 for this current swing. Okay, so if I measure this swing from low to high, and then a third point of, say, the pullback, then 25.71 seems to be a logical destination, or logical destination for this current move. Okay, so looking at this from the daily chart, we do have a developing bearish candle as we speak, but overall the market, as you can see with this arrow, is looking to move higher, okay, based on the daily. And I've already given you kind of a forecast of where I think price could eventually reach, okay, in the short term. All right, so we're at 25.31. According to Fibonacci, we can reach as high as 25.71 and potentially beyond. All right. All right. So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. Okay, 4-hour chart. Again, we have a series of kind of candles that appear to be, we have a little bit of a supply zone that's been established here above us on the 4-hour chart, which I'll go ahead and mark. Okay, right here, you can see that we've gotten a bearish engulfing. Once we got that bearish engulfing, we've had nothing but selling away from it. Okay, we have not made a new high. Okay, so this area right here for now is going to be resistant. Okay, so you can see we've gotten this bearish engulfing candle here just at the start of the week. And then we've gotten a series of candles that came into this area but have not been able to close back inside. Okay. So again, while we are in a bearish overall move, the bullish overall move, we are starting to see a series of structure that could potentially lead us lower. Now, I had mentioned this. What is it? I think it was 25.22. Looking at this from, say, a 4-hour perspective, this area here at, say, 25, I'm trying to see, 2513.4 could be an area where we could find some support in this market, okay? Because that was an area of prior resistance that was broken with this candle here in the, I guess, in the middle of London on Friday. And now we're, this would be an area. I'm going to go ahead and draw that in. Okay, this would be an area where I would maybe pay some attention to for a potential, bounce in price, somewhere in that area right there. Okay, morning white sand. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at on the 4-hour chart. We have established a little bit of some bearish structure here, but we very much remain in this bullish structure to the upside. This for me right now feels like it's a pullback of this push, this impulse move. And where would be a logical place for price to come and retest? Well, it's logical for price to come back and retest a prior area of resistance, which is this area right here, 25.13, 25.14, somewhere in that range. All right. So that's kind of what I'm seeing on the 4-hour chart. All right. So looking at this from a 30-minute chart, we see that we are below VWAP. We are below this area of supply. Let's confirm this is indeed our value area. Okay. So we're going ahead and mark this up here. So we have this area right here. This is our value area high, which we are inside of. So we're in the midst of potentially kind of a value area acceptance, right? We had price kind of bounce off of this. Now we've had price accept back inside value. I'm not sure exactly what this line is about. So we're going to go ahead and remove it. Okay. All right. So we've accepted back inside value. All right. Now we're hovering around point of control. Okay. So this could be an area where price could reverse, or we're going to finish this value area acceptance and get us back down to the edge of value here, value area low. All right. So that seems this 25. Remember, I was telling you about this 25-22 level, right? That's a level that came out on the daily chart. Well, it's coming up on the 30-minute chart. That is value area low. Okay. So value area low could be an area where we could potentially bounce. Okay. Given the larger structure and in the gold is bullish. All right. So this right here could be a logical area for price to bounce away from. Okay. All right. So we have a couple of areas where I'm going to pay particular attention to see how price reacts. I'm not just going to blindly, put in a buy limit order at this location and this location. This location being value area low and this daily supply. And I think this is a level that we came up with using the 4-hour chart. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and add our levels here. So let's locate our levels. Add these to the chart. All right. $25.69. Let's see. Okay, we'll just go ahead and add our levels here. Okay, so these are the levels that we're going to be tracking for the gold market. All right. So we're going to double confirm here. We have 29. We got 25, 69.50. Okay. We have average session range. We're going to open that up. That's a little bit lower. This could adjust some. Let's see what we're looking at here is London. Okay, this is going to adjust once we get an open of the New York session, but that's kind of the London average session high. Okay, this 25.58.10. Then we have 25.23.20, which is our average session range low. All right, which we've already kind of looks like we've already kind of bounced off of a little bit. This London average session range low. So these average session ranges are going to adjust here a little bit. Okay. Value area high, we coming in is correct. Value area low, 25.24.4, 25.24.4, 25.24.4. Is our value area low? Let's see. We're just gonna adjust this just a little bit. Yeah, 25.22.2. It's kind of what I'm seeing for value area low. Okay, and then point of control. Let me just confirm this. Point of control is coming in at 25.29. 25.29.1. Settlement is coming in at 25.37.8, which we got captured. All right. So it looks like the numbers that we're tracking are we have captured correctly. So what to make of this market? Okay, well, we've already talked about a couple of things that might be in play at the moment. Okay, we've already reached average daily range low. Okay, Looks like we are beginning to maybe potentially develop an area where we could reverse right away from. Okay. But to be honest with you, I'm going to need to see price get above 25.32 or what the current initial balance range. Okay. In order to really embrace a long here. Okay. I need to see price break some structure, right? Well, this is the structure that I'm referring to, these two candles here. I need to see price get above initial balance high to really embrace maybe a long back to the highs of the day. All right. Back up here. All right. Back up to 25.50 or up to maybe 25.40. All right. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Now, if we fail to do that, we fail to create a new high or break structure to the high side, then maybe we continue to the low side. We have value area low here. We have this initial balance range that we're establishing here in the gold market, right? 25.26.40. All right. If we do manage to close below that, then I would say that maybe we start to make some progress to the downside. Okay. Right now, I guess I would say that I'm keen on looking at this level right here to see if price does manage to get above 25.32 is kind of the number that I'm looking at right now. And if it does manage to get above 25.32, then I would say that we have a reasonable chance to get back to settlement price, back to maybe this prior area of support now will potentially become resistant at 25.36. Okay, these are kind of the two levels that I'm looking at the moment. Now, if we fail to do that, then I'm going to be waiting for some sort of extension. Okay, some sort of extension to the downside. Okay, and maybe make it as low down to value area low before we see any significant reversals in price. Okay. We also have this area that I drew. This is a more of a demand zone. This is a prior ADR low here. This is a demand zone that we drew, I believe, on the 4-hour chart. Okay, this 25.13 could also be an area that could provide us a bounce in price. Okay. All right. I think making sure that I capture these levels here, make these available to you. That's kind of I think what I'm looking at here in the gold market for now. So unless there's any sort of questions, okay, I think we understand what we're looking at here. I'm gonna go ahead and draw this in for myself just to remind myself that I am going to be looking, okay, for potentially price to get above this level. And if it does manage to get above this level, then maybe that would be kind of a potential impulse move to the upside in the gold market. Okay. So I'll just going to be, basically waiting for this initial balance range to establish. We're about 28 minutes away from that happening. And then from there, we'll wait to see what price does as we approach the initial balance high or initial balance low. If we break initial balance low, then we could extend further to the downside. But given these kind of levels here, I think I'm gonna probably wait for it to break below value area low to participate in any sort of significant move to the downside. Okay, I would like it to break below and then maybe have a pullback up against either value area low or what I have here as ASR low before we extend further to the downside. Okay. All right. I think that's it for the gold market. So again, guys, if what I'm sharing with you does resonate, don't be afraid to hit the like button. I have a fair number of people, about 50% of participation as far as hitting the likes. So encourage you again, if it resonates, hit the like button. I know a number of you are already subscribers to this channel, which I do appreciate. So, okay, let's go ahead and move on to the crude oil market. All right. So we're going to go ahead and open up crude. All right. We're going to go ahead again, start with the daily chart here, or actually, yeah, we're going to start with the daily chart. Looks like crude is rallying. Thank you, Reading Tiger. Appreciate that. Okay. Looking at this on the daily chart. All right. So looking at the daily, we're going to go ahead and turn off some of these levels here. Okay. All right. Let's see. This is the last one here. Okay. So we need to ask ourselves, and again, what I like to do is I like to move the charts as close to the far left-hand edge and ask myself the question, what is the market trying to accomplish? Well, based on the most recent swing, price is trying to head higher in this market. Okay. Now, as I move to the left, I get more and more context. Well, we broke some resistance, okay, but since then we've kind of sold off here. All right, so we've continued our move here. We can see that we're in a larger, potentially larger swing to the downside. But if we are to draw our channels here, you can see that we've broken some structure to the upside. Okay, looks like we're maybe coming back to retest the conviction of the persons that extended this market higher, and it's so far has been reactive. Okay, so far there is interest at $75 in crude oil. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing on the daily chart. We are seeing, maybe volume delta, maybe slightly to the bullish side. Okay, more buyers than sellers at the moment. All right. Or just slightly. All right, that it's almost even here. Okay, all right. On the 4-hour chart, you can see that we've definitively said that there are buyers in this market. We have an engulfing candle that's being developed as we speak. All right. We've come into an area where we could be seen as an area of demand here. Okay. Just manually looking at this, you can see that we have an area of demand. All right. So right here, right? This area right here seems to be supportive. All right, I'm going to go ahead and color this in maybe a shade of green. All right, and we have not only is it an area where we've had some prior support, we also have a candle that's developing bullish with some bullish volume. All right, we have more buyers than sellers at the moment in crude oil. Okay. All right. So that's kind of what. So right now we're starting to see some bullish, I guess, market structure. Okay. Again, I'm going to be inclined to do one of these numbers here, right? To really embrace this, I need to get above this channel to the upside. So I need to get above 76, 76.30. Seems like the price that would break maybe some of this structure that we're seeing to the downside. Looking at the 30-minute chart, okay, moving into the 30-minute chart, I'm going to go ahead and remove some of these drawings here for now, okay? I'm just going to kind of really look at this, and we're just going to introduce some of these things, okay? So the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to add our levels, all right? We're going to add our levels here. Okay, these are our levels that we're tracking. Okay. These are our levels that we're tracking. So let's go ahead and first open up ADR, and then we'll confirm that we have the right numbers there. So we're going to go ahead and use our ray tool, horizontal ray tool, and we're just going to start capturing numbers here. So we have 76.44. Okay, that's one of our numbers. Just confirming these numbers now. Average daily range low, we have 74.49, which is that's exactly what we have here. Okay, we're going to then open up our fixed range volume profile. We're going to locate the start of the Friday session, and we're going to move that to the close. Okay, and $75.83 value area high. 75.44, value area low. Our point of control coming in at 75.60. Okay, 75.59 is what I have, but that's close enough for government work here. And then what's the only thing that remains is our ASR here. ASR is coming in at, what we got, 76.06. Okay, let's see what this is currently. It's at set to New York. Okay. So 76.06. Okay, so we're going to modify this to 76.06. Oops. $76.06 to the top side, and then to the bottom side we have, looks like 74.59. We got 74.58, so that's close enough. All right, so what to make of this market? Well, let's turn off some of these things. So first thing that I want to call out here is that we are below value. Okay, price has opened below value. I'm going to go ahead and open up initial balance. It did take a peek inside value, but has been rejected. Now, if we do manage to close inside value, okay, I do see that we have point of control right above us. We've already reacted away from it once. I don't know if we're going to react from it away again, but we've reacted away from settlement and point of control. Now, if we do get price to close, okay, if we do get price to close, let's see. Okay, if we do get price to close back inside value here, why is this doing that? Okay, up here. All right. Okay, if we've already tried to close, made one attempt to close, and it was rejected pretty strongly here. Okay, in overnight trading. All right. We're right back. We're right back where we were at the start of the session here. Okay. Now the question is it going to continue? Is this area going to continue to see? Is this area going to continue to offer sellers? Okay. If this area is going to continue to offer sellers, then we can remain in this range and make another leg down from this area. Okay. If we do manage, I would say to get above, let's say this most recent high here, okay, or basically the high of the day here, then we have a reasonable chance maybe to get up to value area high and start to maybe begin to explore the possibility of getting to say average session range high, something along those lines. Okay. Right. But the first order of business is that price needs to be able to close inside value and rally away. All right. If not, we again this area could potentially be resistant, because I do see that we have a little bit of rejection here. Okay. So I'm almost inclined here to draw a little bit of a supply area right here. Okay. We've already gotten rejection. We're getting rejection again. Right. So again, this area would need to be broken to the upside, and that would also break this initial balance high as well. Okay. And that would give me further confidence that this market is going to head higher and potentially reach this ASR high that I have established here above me. Okay. But first order of business, it needs to close back inside value. If it cannot close back inside value, then I would say that we are looking, maybe we're going to stay in range in this market, and it's going to provide me another leg here of bearish movement. Okay. One thing I am going to draw here, since we're here, is I'm going to draw my anchored VWAP. Okay. I am going to draw an anchored VWAP here because I do see that it did make a pivot off this level. Okay. And I guess I'm assuming that's ADR. It's ASR here. So we're going to go ahead and draw my anchored VWAP right here. All right. Starting with this candle. And as long as price stays above, well, I need to think above. But as I do need to see price action close back inside some of these areas in order for that move to continue. All right. So that's kind of what I'm seeing in the crude oil market, guys. If there's any questions, I'm happy to entertain them. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the equities. All right. So again, bullish, right? But I need to see some evidence like closing back inside value, getting above this pivot area to really embrace the longs. All right. Okay. Moving on to the equities. Okay, we're going to start with the Nasdaq. All right, here's our Nasdaq. We are going to disable some of these things. Okay, we're just going to look at this from a, let's remove some of the drawings here. Remove drawings. Okay. All right, so we're going to take a look at this from a daily chart. Okay. Again, I'm gonna press this up against the far left hand of the platform here, and basically ask myself the question: what is the market trying to accomplish here? Well, you can see based on the series of candles that we've seen, we have the market is trying to head higher, right? We have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So we are developing some market structure to the upside. Not only that, we are now coming up against an area of what was resistant. Okay. I don't know if this has technically been broken or not, but let's see. This is the open. Looks like if we haven't broken this, it's about to be. Okay. Maybe with this candle, I think with the close of this candle, we've broken this to the upside. Okay. Good morning, Stumps. All right. So if we do manage to close above, and which I believe we have, okay, then it stands to reason that we are going to make another leg higher. We are at an area where we could see a reversal in price. All right. We've seen some area for prior selling. We have broken structure to the upside, right? If you look at this, this is a reasonable representation of the bearish channel that we've been in. Okay. All right. So yeah, so on the daily, I would have to say that we are looking to head higher in this market. All right. 4-hour chart. Okay, for our chart, again, we have kind of some indecision here. Okay, we've had some since let's say Thursday. We've been kind of in this range market. We haven't really made any strides in either direction, but we do remain. We had if you look at this, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 of these bars before we made another leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This should have been the candle. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So this one of these candles should have been our leg up here. Okay. So in any case, we are still in bullish structure. All right. Looking at the 30-minute chart. Okay. So 30-minute chart, again, we are kind of in range. We've been in range, right? We have an area down below here. I'm going to call it 19,500, right? That's looks like is supportive. All right. And then we have an area up above. Let's see. Let's call it 19,700. All right. 19,700 as resistant. This is below here is supportive. Okay. So that's kind of what we've been in of late, right? We've been in range, right? Not the best environments, okay, to participate in the market, to be honest, okay? Because if the range is not long enough, if the range is not big enough, what the chances of us profiting becomes a much more difficult, okay? Now, what I am seeing is that we are closing above our daily VWAP. We are closing above our settlement price. Let's go ahead and add some of our levels here. Okay. We're going to add some of our levels. All right, here are our levels that I've captured here for this market. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead now and open up our ADR. Okay. So our ADR levels, we're going to go ahead and open that up. We got, what do we got here? 19,836 on the upside. We got, what we got to the downside? We have 19,420. Okay. Average daily, that's not, yeah, average daily range low. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and open up our fixed range volume profile. All right, we're going to go ahead and locate the 630 bar, drag that to the 130 bar. So there's our value area volume profile. Okay, so we have value area high, value area low. So we're going to go ahead and mark those levels. We have that. That's our value area high. We have that. That's our value area low. And then we have our point of control, which is falling just above settlement. Okay, we're just going to double confirm these numbers. So we have value area 645. We have point of control at 608. Actually, I got 611 here. Yeah, so 611 looks like is our point of control. I'll just modify that. Okay, 611.25 is our point of control. Okay, and then we have our value area low at 531, which is in line. All right, I'm going to go ahead and open up our ASR, but with the understanding that the market is not opened yet. All right, so these ASR readings could be a little bit off. Okay, so since these are session based, so we have 19,727, 75 or 25. And then ASR low coming in at 19,279. Okay. So now that we have our levels here, I'm going to turn some of these things off because the busier it gets, the more it doesn't allow me to analyze the markets as well as I would like here. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So we are inside value. All right. We're about 9 minutes away from this market opening. So so as long as we stay inside value, my feeling is that we're going to be in range. Okay. If price opens inside value, we're going to be in range. So if it's in range, then we're going to expect, we're going to be looking at, fading the value area high and participating long in value area low, right? So I'm going to be keen on to see if price manages to get above value, right? If price doesn't get above value, then we have the possibility of price continuing to extend higher. Okay. Now we have some areas of supply here that we need to contend with. Okay. We've had multiple attempts to break above this level that has failed. We had one attempt failed. A second attempt failed, but not with the same vigor. Okay. Now, is this going to be the third attempt? Are we going to get back up to this level here? Okay. Are we going to back up to this level here and fail again? If it fails, it may not fail as strong as these others, since we are in a kind of an ascending wedge pattern as I see it. Okay. So ultimately, it's either going to, basically what it feels like, it's running out of seller resources here. Okay. We've had one relatively strong push that was met with buying. Another relatively strong push that's been met with buying, and now the buyers are still very much in control. Okay. So this 19,700 level will be interesting to me to see if it does get above this and we continue with higher prices in this market. Okay. I need to see a break of value area high to the upside. I need to see a break of supply to the upside. So 19,700 is going to be an interesting level for me, okay, to look at and potentially participate in, okay? But I'm only going to participate on a pullback to that level, okay? I'm not going to be the first one. I'm not going to be the first one to participate in a move higher Okay, I'm gonna let the big boys, the Bigfoot, all right, to go ahead and break this level to the upside, and then I'm gonna be looking to see if I participate on the retrace, okay, on the pullback. All right, so that's kind of what I'm seeing on the Nasdaq market, guys. If there's any questions, I'm happy to entertain it. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and move on to the ES market. All right. So we're coming up on the open here, and I'd like to see it get through as much of this as I can before that happens. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and turn off these levels. Okay. And we're going to see. We got a value area high here. That's from today. So I'm going to leave that alone. We're going to go ahead and move on to the daily chart. And again, ask ourselves the same question. Okay, I put this chart up against the side here, okay, and I asked myself the question, well, what is the market trying to accomplish? Well, the market is trying to move higher, okay? Now we're up against some areas of prior resistance, okay, that could continue to be resistant, right? I'm trying to see here without, okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and remove it because it's bothering my ability to review this. So we have a close. We did get a close, and we did manage a close above. And what are we doing now? Well, it looks like we are trying to head higher in this market. Okay. Now, similar to what we were saying about the Nasdaq, well, this level right here around 5,700 is going to be an interesting level for me. Okay, because that was the last time that we saw a significant number of sellers. Okay. So this 5,700 as early as 5,688 could be an area where we could potentially see some selling coming in to this market. Okay. For our chart. For our chart, we continue to grind higher. Okay. We have, higher highs and higher lows. Okay. In this market, we're right up against an area at 5,600. Okay. That again could be resistant, right? Or this could serve as kind of a springboard for further price to the upside. Okay. So that's 5,600 level is going to be of interest to me. All right. So 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. Again, we're going to go ahead and start to draw in some of our levels here. Okay. Here we are. So the first thing I'm going to draw in is my fixed range volume profile from Friday. Okay, here it is. This is our fixed range volume profile right there. Okay, we're going to extend these lines over to the right. All right, we're going to use our ray tool, horizontal ray tool. Here it is. We're going to color that over to the right, color this over to the right. We're going to color this over to the right as well, point of control. Okay, what we're going to do with this one, though, is we're going to change it into red, okay, just to kind of can be consistent with the color scheme here. Now you can see that price is up against value and has reacted away from it, okay, so far. We're about 3 minutes away from this market opening, okay, so this could be a logical area for price to fail, right? Or we could get a price to close above and we can see a rally, okay? So let's go ahead and open up our levels here. Just going to go ahead and add those. Here are our levels. Okay, we're just going to open them up individually. This is our average daily range high. That's 56.26. That's way up here. We have average daily range low at 55.42. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up. We already have value area. We have settlement price. Value area high 55.85. Okay, so what to make of this? Well, like I said, this could be a logical area for price to reverse away from. Value area high. We've already gotten one reversal away. Someone managed to push price back down. Okay, now we're back at that same level. Is this going to act as a supply area? Okay, is this going to act as a supply zone? Okay, if it is, then we should not see price get above it. All right, we should not see price get above it, and we could see another push to the downside. Okay, but we could stay in range for the rest of the day, right? So that's something to be aware of. Let's see. Okay, So that's kind of what I'm seeing right now. I feel like we could be in the midst of a potential move, okay, to the downside. Okay, where depends on how this candle closes. We have like a three bar potential 3 bar reversal pattern developing. I say developing, okay, because this candle is another 50 seconds away from determining direction here. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing right now in this market. It seems like it's going to be a little could potentially be range bound. We have 30 seconds away from this market opening up. So that's kind of what I'm seeing now. I'm kind of leaning bearish in this market now. If price does manage to close above this supply zone that I've drawn here, then maybe we see a rally in this market. Okay, but the thing is, I'm not going to participate in that first move. I'm going to be the guy who follows maybe in the pullback. All right. But in order for me to really embrace the bulls, I need to see price get above, or I need to get to an area below, right, where I see evidence of buyers, right? If I'm going to participate in potentially a retail buy, let price get above this area, and then I participate in a pullback back down. Okay. Otherwise, I have to wait for better pricing down below. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm seeing in the ES market, guys. So we got to close back inside. Now we have a developing. I guess we can go ahead and open up initial balance since the market is uh, technically opened. Uh, there it is. So that's our initial balance range. So I'm going to be quite keen to see what kind of direction does our initial balance provide. Price. Does price close above initial balance, or does price close below initial balance? We're at a logical level for price to fail below. Okay. But if we do get a break of structure to the upside, that can easily change on us. All right. Okay, so if there's no comments or questions on ES, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this session up with a review of the Dow. All right, and then we'll call it a session here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and open this up here. Okay, boom. Let's see. Okay. All right. So it looks like the Dow is kind of leading a charge to the upside. So let's take a look at the daily. The daily is also indicating that we could see some okay, again, similar kind of thing. We'll just remove all the drawings here. All right. We'll shut off some of these indicators. Okay. And what we need to ask ourselves the question is, well, what is the market trying to accomplish? Well, you can see that the market is trying to head higher, right? It has yet to get close to this a level where we've seen some we're close, but not quite above an area where we've seen some selling. Okay, so to really embrace the longs here, we would need to get above. We would need to get above. Let's see, right here. We'll need to get above here, and we would need to get above here. Okay. So we need to see structure break above. Otherwise, we're coming into an area, right, where we could potentially see price reverse. Okay. Right. We're coming into an area where we can see price reverse because you can see that attempts to get inside this area in the past had failed. Okay. So what can we expect? Well, we can expect potentially the same thing happening, right? We could potentially expect to see price fail when it gets up to these levels again, but that doesn't mean that it has to happen, right? We could get a break of this entire area, and that's kind of what I'm going to be demanding, right? In order for me to participate in a potential move to the upside. Okay. But I'm not going to participate. I'm not going to be part of this leg. Okay. I'm not going to be part of this leg I'm gonna be part of the leg that pulls back away from this area. Okay. Once we get a close, then I want to be the guy who's at 41.55, 41.555 to look to participate again based on this chart here. Okay. Otherwise, I'm going to be looking. Seems to be a logical area where I could potentially fade the market. Okay, based on what I'm seeing, based on the location of price. But I do understand we are in the midst of some structure to the upside. I just happen to be in a location where I could see maybe sellers beginning to step in. Okay. All right. 4-hour chart. Okay. For our chart, we're in this kind of bullish channel to the upside, coming into some areas where we could potentially see some resistance in this market. Okay. Again, if we do manage to get above these levels, 41, the first one I see right here is 41,260. All right. 41,260. Then maybe maybe the bulls do have the resources to continue price to the upside. All right. Okay, so so again, bullish structure coming into an area of supply or resistance. Okay, 30-minute chart. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove my drawings. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stretch this out as much as I can. Okay, so we start on the 30-minute chart. We're starting to see some structure, here breaking, right? We broke some structure to the upside. We're in the midst of breaking some structure again, okay, on the 30-minute chart. This looks far more bullish than what we were seeing. Well, I mean, bullish nonetheless on the other markets. We're coming into areas of supply, okay? So let's go ahead and open up our fixed range volume profile. We're going to locate the 630 bar here, or 930 bar, I should say, and drag that across to the 430 bar. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and open this up here. Okay. Right here. That's our value area high. That's our value area low. And that over here is our point of control right there. Okay. So we're getting a strong push above value. Okay. Which obviously is bullish. All right. Again, for me, I'm not going to chase this bullish move. I'm going to wait to see if I get some sort of pullback back to say somewhere in this area between say 40,840 and 40,880 and rejection right from there in order to participate in this move to the upside. Okay, this candle obviously has not closed yet. We're going to go ahead and open up initial balance here. So the initial balance is I would say in line, maybe, yeah, I would say it's in line with what we normally expect in the Dow. All right. I'm going to go ahead and open up ADR just to kind of see how far we have, for a reasonable move. Okay. Well, we have a fair amount of distance to get to ADR high. I'm going to go ahead and open up ASR high. Right now, this is kind of somewhat adjusted. Right now that we've had the open of the New York session here. Okay, so we have ASR high here at 41,113. We have ASR low at let's go ahead and capture some of these levels. ADR high, okay, is coming in at, what is this, 41,880. 080, I should say. ASR high is 41,113. That's ASR high. ADR low is coming in at, what is this? 40,558. 40,558. And then our ASR low is 40,572. Okay, we have value area high at 40,000 VAH at 40,843. Okay, and then we have value area low at 40,666. Okay, and let's see, point of control POC coming in at 40,805. Okay. All right. So what to make of this market? Well, I think we've gone through one scenario, right? We have price making an attempt to get above. What does that? Let's turn this off here for a sec. Is that? Oh, that's ASR. Looks like it's trying to get above from the prior day or prior session. Okay, high. Okay, for a possible move up back to current estimate or forecast. Okay. Uh, if this price candle manages to close above value area high, that could be the momentum that we need to continue for further price action to the upside. But I do not want to see, once it does this, I do not want to see price to come back inside value, because if it does come back inside value, we could see a full rotation through value before we, and maybe as low as ASR low, before we see any sort of bounce or continuation to the upside. Okay. So we have our levels. We have a couple of scenarios that we're going to be looking for here. We have our initial balance range where I'm going to be patient and wait for the initial balance range to establish. Once I have the initial balance range establishing, then I'm going to look to see what kind of extensions I get. Do I get an extension to the upside? Do I get an extension to the downside before I decide to participate in this market? Okay. So with that, guys, I'll peek here to see if there's any questions. I don't see them. I see some thumbs up. Good morning to Stumps. No worries, Stumps. Thumbs up are good. Okay. Oh, okay. We've gone from thumbs up to thankfulness. You're welcome. You're welcome, Stumps. All right, guys. So that's kind of what I'm looking at coming into the market, guys. So today is Monday. Today is Monday. All right. You're welcome. I'm not sure what to make of an upside down smile, but I'll take that as a smile, Erwin. Okay. So again, today's Monday, guys. So we want to be patient. Okay. We want to let and give our participants an opportunity to figure out what direction they want to take the market. Let's look at our levels. Let's focus on these areas and reference levels. Let's wait for price action to do its thing before we participate. Okay. And with that, I will say, trade well, trade safe, trade like a pro, be a market trader. All right, guys, have an excellent day trading today. Be patient, follow your processes, and the equity that we desire will follow. Yes. Yes, we will have our normal group coaching call later this afternoon at 6 p.m. Central. All right, for those who are interested in attending that, and then others of you, I will spend a little bit of time here in our regular Coach Ray channel on the Top Step server. Okay. Otherwise, if I don't see you in either of those locations, I hope to see you tomorrow. Okay. In the pre-market review session. All right. Until then, happy trading.